Celtics going to fight back, but it won't be enough. It's going to be a little too late. That's what I'm trying to say. In that game 7, you're going to see Isaiah Thomas show up for the first half, but basically not show up, which we're not used to, in the second half. Boston, they did play good that last game, but like I'm trying to tell you, especially you, KJ, and I know there's no Boston fans out there, so I'm just talking to KJ.
No, there are Boston fans out there.
They're not. Not on this thing.
Fans.
No, they're not. Listen, Boston is going to lose this series, despite the fact that they're up 3-2. And don't worry, the last time we saw Boston up 3-2, that was LeBron. That was LeBron who came to
when was the last time that the Knicks had an opportunity to go to the conference finals?
Mark said that we're going to talk about NBA playoff basketball. The Knicks are not in the playoffs. So
right now,
we're talking about your Celtics.
So now you're trying to bring out your inner Knicks fan.
No.
You're trying to throw shade on my Celtics.
I'm trying to bring out my inner history. Okay, and I'm trying to show that.
Okay, but speaking of history, out of all the meetings, including the regular season, the home team has always won the series. Has always won that game. So I'm saying, regardless, I feel like the Boston's going to break that streak tomorrow night and win the game. Because think about it.
How?
Because you know why? Because you know why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because that fourth quarter told everything about the series.
The first game that it was really a legit blowout. No, I can't say that because game 4 was a blowout. Washington did blow out the Celtics. What did that? That's like saying the game. Saying the fourth quarter.
No.
Go ahead.
The last, because the Wizards did have a chance to come back to the game in the late third quarter, fourth quarter.
Okay,
but think about it.
Yeah.
What really told me about the Washington Wizards is that
what
they tried to go on a run with Bradley Beal on the bench, and they had tried to go on a run with John Wall on the bench. That shows me
what happened.
What has been the problem with the Washington Wizards all along. Is that John Wall and Bradley Beal can't be on the floor at the same time.
Oh, gosh, I knew you was going
to say. In order to be successful.
You probably think that Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum can't play together either.
No, they actually can't play together.
Oh, my God. Listen.
But I'm saying, it's even on record that John Wall says that him and Bradley Beal are having a hard time meshing on the court.
Yeah, it's on record in the past, but they figured out through time, when you have two talented players like that, that's what's going to happen.
But everything's good when you're winning. Everything's good when you're winning.
Guys, time out.
Exactly.
Time out of the game. Hold on. I can tell. It's heating up. I think we should discuss the good. The good, who has won in the past, the bad, who has lost, and the ugly, who's out of the game, or just temporarily off the court. No? Let's talk about tennis.
That called me.
No, we got to continue with the NBA playoffs.
Okay, continue the NBA playoffs.
As we were saying.
So I hear what you just said. All right, but my point is, That doesn't mean that LeBron and D-Wade lost. LeBron and D-Wade lost their first year. They won 2 straight championships, and then lost their last year. That does when you're talented players, and you need the ball to be successful, like both of them do, is going to be a little bit of problems. Honestly, a lot of people say, "Oh, what would have happened if Kyrie and LeBron was healthy?" I mean, Kyrie was healthy. And Kevin Love was healthy. If they played, they probably would have still had lost to the Warriors just for the fact of that star power. I think it took them another year to actually show them how they can play with each other. Now LeBron knows how not to get in Kyrie's way, and Kyrie knows how not to get in LeBron's way. Bradley Beal took a little step back, sits in the corner a little bit, and let John Wall runs and does his thing. Bradley Beal on John Wall on Isaiah Thomas is what's going to be a big factor for the next 2 games. Yes, Isaiah Thomas went off a little bit, but Bradley Beal, I think, is going to put more of an effort on the defensive end, which is going to make John Wall take more of the offensive control, and I think that's what's going to make the team better. But what I think you're not realizing, despite the final score, despite the runs that they went on, and be honest, because despite being a Celtics fan, you're a basketball fan. Did you see how Porter played yesterday? Did you see the 3-point shots, the mid-range shots? When you get blown out or when you're blowing somebody out, that's when you look at other players and see what they're made of. I think you're going to see a third edition with him being added to the offense more, and I think that's when the Celtics is going to be too much for the Celtics to handle. Because, yes, they finally got help from Bradley and Avery Bradley, which made the game a little bit of a blowout. But what's going to happen now when you have legit 3 scores on the court? Because I believe Porter was the leading scorer for the Washington Wizards. What's going to happen when you have 3 scores on the court, and then it might be a little bit too much for Isaiah Thomas to control?
Okay. Basically, I just felt like you just keep on stating different facts, like trying to say different facts that like
He's trying to back up his statement.
But
I feel like
it's illegitimate because basically Brad Stevens has made the adjustment.
Bias.
No. I'm not even being biased because think about it. Because Jaylen Brown hasn't really played this whole series, and now with Jaylen Brown being added to the mix, him and Terry Rozier bring that speed. I feel like that's the main reason why the Washington Wizards were able to go on runs against us because we couldn't handle their speed.
Listen. We saw them in Game 4 when they was getting blown out when Brandon Jennings got kicked out of the game and stuff like that. You just hoping that you're gonna get those from the players, just like no Boston Celtics fan. This is how you know about Avery Bradley, and you're a Celtics fan, so you can be honest. No Boston Celtics fan expected that from Avery Bradley. Why? Because that's not him. That's not him. So you now that you see that, what every Boston fan is going to hope that's not going to happen.
I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but if that's not somebody, then all right. So let's be honest. Avery Bradley was the difference in that game.
He was.
So if that's not going to happen and it's a closer game, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like Washington at home will be able to beat because we know on the road that's not going to be Avery Bradley. Maybe at home in Game 7, maybe he might show up close to that. But on the road, that's not Avery Bradley. Granted, my point might not seem relevant to you because you already said that this is going to Game 7. But I'm trying to say the fact that it is going to go to Game 7, that's when I just feel like Washington will win. It's just one game now. It's not a whole series. It's John Wall's going to go off. All the stars are going to try to go off. But how many stars are there on the court? Really, there's only 3 stars on the court, and 2 of them is on Washington. And I think they're going to outplay the one star.
He's got a point. He's got a good point.
Yes, you have all.
John Wall is probably the best player on the court.
He is. John Wall is the best player on the court. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah Thomas, you might be saying. And then, yes, you do have Al Horford, who is playing pretty good right now. But
who's better? It's not even a question. Isaiah Thomas or John Wall?
Oh, yeah. No, John Wall's better. I'm taking John Wall. I'm sorry. I'm taking John Wall over Isaiah Thomas.
Isn't basically your point guard your quarterback of your team?
Exactly.
I'll take John Wall for the first 3 quarters of the game.
Oh, my gosh. It time. He believes in it time. Okay.
It's IT time.
Yeah, it time. But listen, man. It's something that we're going to just have to wait and see. And you're on your high horse right now because you was up 3-2. I'm sure this is exactly how you probably acted in 2010, even though we didn't know each other. But I'm pretty sure this is how you was walking around. But we'll just see. Because next Thursday, I won't even wait till next Thursday. Everybody listening, KJ might not show up next Thursday. I'm just letting you guys know that KJ might not be here next Thursday because he might be afraid to face reality.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said it.
Oh, no.
I said it, Boston. Better look forward to the Patriots.
He just brought out the wrath.
Anything to say, KJ?
Because you see, Thursday is going to prove my point. But at the end of the day, I feel like right now we're arguing about the short term of this playoffs.
Okay.
But we both agree at the long-term picture of this playoffs. At the end of the day, it's going to be Cleveland versus Warriors, regardless, no matter what.
All right.
Basically, your argument, the main reason why we're arguing right now is that you think the Wizards are going to beat the Celtics. I think the Celtics are going to beat the Wizards. But I feel like
at the end of the day, the Cavaliers are going to beat both teams.
Either way.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm admitting.
Yeah. And the Warriors is going to beat both teams. Now that we know that.
It's going to be San Antonio. They're up by a lot now in the third quarter.
Yeah, now that we know. And let me be honest with you.
But we wanted that series last year or 2 years ago, the San Antonio Warriors series.
We
didn't get it. We didn't get it though.
Yeah, we wanted it last year. But we got the Warriors and Rockets, right? Was it Warriors and Rockets last year? It was Warriors and the Rockets last year.
No, it was Warriors and wasn't it Warriors and Thunder? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's what made it worse.
Up 3-1.
Yeah, that's when Durant left.
That's what made it worse.
That's when Kevin Durant left.
Yes, I knew something was wrong. Yes, it was up 3-1, and that horrible. That was a beautiful series, but it ended obviously a way I didn't want it to be. But you're right. We both agree. And now that we know that Kawhi Leonard's injury is serious for him to be out this game, where you going with that?
Well, I think that no matter what, it's gonna be Warriors and Cavaliers.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant.
Barring any injury.
No, that's what I meant though. No, where you going with the finals? Because we project that. Where you going with that? How you? I know you see both teams, and it's an even guess right now. I mean, it's like you got a full play from both. Both teams are 8-0, right? 8-0. So where you going? How you feel about that?
I got the Cavs.
You still got the Cavs.
Cavs in 7.
Cavs going back 2 years in a row and beating Golden State on their home court?
Yeah.
Ooh. What about you, Mark? How you feel about that series?
I don't know what's going to happen this year because a lot of things are different. Everyone's a year older now. Too.
Okay. And
so it happens like when you're a year older, something's always bound to happen a year later.
So my question to you is: they're a year older. So is that better or
we don't know?
Or bad? Okay, so you're saying it could help some players and it could affect some players.
Yeah,
that's good. Maybe it could help Klay Thompson. Maybe it could affect Richard Jefferson.
He's a good. Rich Jefferson is one of those guys.
Yeah.
Let's not forget who's played the most playoff games in the last let's say 10 years.
Was LeBron, right?
Yeah. So don't you think year after year after year making it to the finals, your body starts to wear down? You're playing the most games every year. You're having the least amount of break of any player every year.
No, that's definitely true. But how do you feel about what you just said, but knowing that now LeBron has more help going into this playoffs? He has the most help I think he ever had going into in the finals, actually.
And the other guys, too. The other guys in the Cavaliers.
2011.
Now,
2011.
The first year they won when they beat OKC?
Yeah.
Let's not forget too.
Maybe.
Let's not forget too. Those guys in the Cavaliers who haven't done what LeBron does every year is play. Less of a summer break, play long into the playoffs. Can they play it 2 years in a row?
But the thing
is, that's the true test. Because when you go from the college to the NBA, college is such a shorter season than the NBA.
Oh yeah, so I wanted to answer that, but this is the thing. First, they don't have no rookie or anything like that that's affecting the team. And the second thing is everybody on that team has been long into the playoffs before.
Right.
Who have they added? Darren Williams. He has been there.
He's not been long in the playoffs. He is not.
He's been.
I don't know if he's made a West Finals with Utah. I don't think he did.
No, but
then to my knowledge, he's only made the second round. Then that was when he was with PJ Carlesimo.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But we're not asking for Utah Darren Williams no more. We're asking for a backup, conservative Darren Williams. You know what I'm saying?
No. This is with Jason Kidd.
Jerry Sloan. I mean.
No. Jason Kidd, when Jason Kidd was the coach of the Nets, and they beat.
But he was in the second round then. Yeah, and he went to the second round one time with the Dallas Mavericks also, I believe.
No, he was only on there for like
3 years.
2 years.
About 2 or 3 years, right?
2 years, 1 year or 2.
All right, so say Darren Williams went to the second round, right?
Yeah.
He's the lead. He's a backup point guard, but that's the least.
Yeah.
Kyle Korver has been to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes.
Shannon Fry was just in the finals.
Yes.
LeBron, Kevin Love, all of them was there last year. So,
but they've never done it 2 years in a row. That's what I'm saying. Because the year before they got LeBron, they had the big rest, kind of going into that season. You know what I'm saying? Now this past season they had.
Okay.
Oh, what's up?
I just want to say, oh my God, this sports talk has been absolutely great. Thank you so much for letting me on your show. But I've got to go because it is past my bedtime, and I've got to.
You should do an Amanda show closing right now.
Really?
You know what I'm talking about? What she said, like...
Bring on the dancing lobsters!
No, you gotta do something crazy. You're like, I gotta go change my dog's diaper.
Oh, that is what I'm going to do. Except I don't have a dog.
Oh.
I've got a bear at home. And I gotta go change its diaper. All right, have a good night, guys! WHBC, continue listening. Thank you, guys. All... RJ, just kidding. Sean, Mark, Tristan, you all have been great. Continue talking about sports. Continue loving, watching. Continue listening, to sports and everything about sports. Keep talking about it. And you know what? If you want to hear me, I'm on Electric Era Wednesdays night, 8 to 9 p.m. Love you guys and have a good night.
Take care, Tova. Tova Nova.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
So, Mark, so where we had left off, you were saying that those guys haven't did it back to back, and you feel like that might play a role.
Yeah. You know, it
So-
takes its toll on your body when you're playing that many games and you have not done it before. LeBron has done it year after year. And my question is, how long can LeBron do that for much longer? Number two, the guys who haven't done